Hi, I'm Alicia Motter, Vice President of Business Development with Berkshire Hathaway Homesale Realty. I'm really excited to have this opportunity to talk to you today to tell you about what we do in business development and relocation. We have a wonderful team that supports all of our agents and all of our offices. We work with broker-to-broker business. We work with corporate relocation business. We work with leads that come in on reciprocity listings. And we work with special projects such as HUD and home steps, which is foreclosure properties. Let's take a look at how business development and relocation supports our agents and how you can make money from the very first day you get licensed. First of all, I want to introduce you to the relocation staff. We have 6 people, as I mentioned, including myself, and we work very much as a team. While everybody has their own areas of responsibility, we support each other, and you can actually speak to anyone in the department, and if they don't know the answer, they're going to make sure to get you the answer by asking the person that specializes in that. Outgoing referrals, they are the easiest money in real estate. Outgoing referrals are the transaction that you can take care of from day one when you get your license. You don't have to be involved in the transaction. It's just a matter of placing a referral through our division. What exactly is an outgoing referral? How many have people that live outside of the area that you effectively service as an agent? Almost everybody, whether it's family or friends, whether it's within Pennsylvania or Maryland, or whether it's in California. Everybody knows someone everywhere in the country. An outgoing referral is helping them with a real estate transaction in that area. It does not have to be someone who's leaving our area. So don't get confused by the term outgoing. Actually, when we refer to outgoing, it means the transaction is taking place outside of our area. Again, anyone needing real estate assistance to buy or sell a home anywhere in the country. I'd love to be able to say international, but they're extremely difficult. While the world is becoming more and more global, real estate is done differently in all different areas of the world, and sometimes it's difficult because of language barriers or even the way the commission is paid or calculated for us to really service someone internationally. We will certainly make our best efforts, but in that regard, I can't make specific promises. The best sources for outbound referrals are your family and friends, and this is something that you'll have to continually drip on to make sure that your family and friends know that they should not speak to anyone with regard to real estate until they speak to you first. We want to make sure that we're the first introduction to that local realtor to working with your family or friends so that you're going to get a referral fee. Past coworkers, neighbors, anybody that you run into on a day-to-day basis. A walk into your open house. I ask this question a lot. How could that be an outbound referral? Well, someone who comes into your open house might have a home to sell in another area. So that could be a listing referral. Sellers. We have agents that have told me over the years how they've approached for sale by owners, not so much to get the listing, but to ask them if they can help them in relocating to another area. We have had agents that have had great success when they were on vacation, on a flight. We had an agent in our York region who met someone on a flight to Florida who was flying to look for a home, did not have a realtor, and actually bought over $1 million and got a really nice check for that conversation on an airplane. How do I sell the service? Well, you don't really have to sell it. It's pretty easy to have that conversation. One of the most important things that you want to remember is that there is no cost and no obligation for this service to the person that you're talking to. There is no cost to them, and they are not obligated to use the broker that we refer them to. It's a much more personalized way of finding a great real estate agent than searching the internet. There are a lot of great websites out there. wonderful, beautiful pictures of agents, but you don't know that they're going to specialize in maybe VA financing or first-time home buyers. We go through that process of making sure that the broker on the other end understands the needs of the customers and selects the agent that is going to best meet those needs. It also gives your customers the ability to build rapport prior to the first trip to the area. So they've already got a first friend, somebody who's sending them listings, talking with them about the market, and keeping them apprised if a new listing that would meet their needs comes onto the market. What do you need to provide to relocation? Well, first of all, we ask that you have a specific conversation with the customer and receive their permission to refer them. You don't have to get a form or anything signed in writing, but we do want your customers to give you their authorization to put them in touch with another broker in another area. The minimum information we would need is their name, address, phone number, and the areas of interest and what type of service. And when I say area of interest, it really needs to be more than Colorado. We really need to have a specific area, and they are either buying or selling or both. You could refer your aunt that lives in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, if she's moving from Cherry Street to Chestnut Street. That would be a referral for her listing and a referral for her purchase. We like to know when they're moving and why. And the reason for that is because if it is a job transfer, that can wave a little bit of a red flag. If there is a job transfer involved, most employers have some type of program built in for those transferees, and that might prohibit you from being able to refer them. Any other information we consider icing on the cake. Number of children, anything about schools that they're interested in, what type of home they're looking for. Will this be a first-time purchase? Have they owned a home before? What kind of commute time are they looking to for their job? All of that information really helps us to narrow down the criteria so that the broker on the other end will pick the best agent to work with them. What makes it qualified? The customer should be motivated to complete a transaction within a reasonable period of time. 6 months to 1 year is typical. Years ago, when I was in the business and before the internet, there were a lot of people that would call me with an outbound referral, and it would happen that the customers were thinking of moving to Arizona in 5 years when they retired. That is not a qualified referral. It really needs to be someone who is motivated and is going to be moving within a shorter period of time. Anything longer than that would be considered information only, and you would need to stay in touch with that customer so that you could alert us when it is time to have a broker on the other end. Also, it has to be acceptable by the broker on the other end with regard to sale price and type of listing. There are some brokers in the country in large metropolitan areas that might not pay a referral fee for something under a certain sale price. So it has to be accepted on the other end. How do you place a referral? Well, that is easier than anything. All you need to do is log on to Homesale Center. There is an outgoing referral form icon. Once you click that icon, you will see the page that pops up where all you do is fill in the information. There is a section at the bottom that you can add any comments. If your customer has a specific request as far as the agent, or if you have a specific request as far as the agent, maybe you'd like to talk to the agent before they call your customer, just let us know and we're more than happy to accommodate that. Once you hit submit, that comes into our database. We get an alert that there is a referral, and we will confirm it with you. If we have questions, we'll be sure to reach out to you and get those questions answered before we look to identify a broker. How do we identify the broker? We work not only with Berkshire Hathaway brokers, but many other brokers as well. We'll track the success that we've had with the brokers to determine if we're going to continue to use them based on their response time to our requests for updates, their conversion of our business, and just the fact that they've taken good care of our customers. We also look for brokers that have a dedicated relocation department because we know that they're representing the broker and they will be able to answer to us for any of the issues that might arise. I especially look for members of the Relocation Directors Council and also members of the Employee Relocation Council, because I know that those members have some of the same criteria in place that we have whenever we're looking to assign an agent to our customers. And I know that I can rely on those members to do business in the same fashion that we do on a professional level, locally and nationally. You can't get enough feedback. If we don't know it's broke, we cannot fix it. So it's important that there be communication throughout with you, with our department, with the broker on the other end. We'll provide you with the name and contact information of the agent that is selected to work with your referral. We would recommend that you give them a call and introduce yourself, and that way you can also interview them. It's always nice to build a rapport with the broker on the other end so that if things change with regard to their timing, you're able to pick up the phone and make sure that they know the customer is home and under agreement. They're coming out next week and they're ready to buy. Remember, our goal is to provide the same level of service as if they were buying and selling with you. Again, if no one knows it's broke, we can't fix it. If you find that your customer is unhappy with the service, you need to call us as soon as possible. Please don't go back to your office and stand by the coffee pot, making sure everybody who approaches knows that Relocation did a bad job with your customer. You need to tell us. We will do everything we can to remedy it. We can request to have the agent changed within that brokerage, or we can even place it with another broker if there hasn't been a buyer agency or any type of contract signed. But it takes communication to make it work. Stay in touch throughout the process with your customer, with the agent on the other end, and especially with our office. Here's what you get for about 5 minutes of work. So the buyer bought a home for $250,000. The broker received a 3% commission on the sale side of that transaction. We take $7,500 times 25%, which is pretty much the standard industry referral fee. That comes up to $1,875. If a franchise fee is applicable, that is taken off the $1,875, leaving an amount that you will be paid at times your commission level. So the referral fee is earned in less than an hour of your time. I'm going to say less than 10 minutes of your time. So when you think about it, it's a really big payoff. Here's the bonus. You can receive a lottery ticket at your office meeting once you've placed a qualified outgoing referral, and there's no fees attached. We don't monitor that to see if you won or not. And in the 30 years I've been giving lottery tickets, no one has reported it to me that they've won. And I think it's because they think I'm going to ask for a referral fee, but I'm not. So give yourself a goal of outgoing referrals. When you're setting your business plan, it's extremely important. While you are going to focus on listings and buyer side transactions, don't forget to set a reasonable goal, which could be as little as 2 outbound referrals a year, 1 every 6 months. If you don't give yourself the goal, you'll forget to start earning that easy money. Our entire business development and relocation division is looking forward to working with you, and we hope that you will pick up the phone and call us, send us an email. Definitely let us know if we can help you in any way or your customers anywhere in the country.